Hello
Hello
and
and welcome
welcome to
to
the
the Flow
Flow
and
and
Snow.
Snow podcast. Okay, so we're a few days late.
Yeah, sorry about that. Work's been kind of hectic for me, so I've been getting home really late.
Your work's been busy, my work's been busy. We also still have a social life and 5 kids, so that also makes us busy. We're booked and busy, babe.
Yeah, someday.
And I also just barely beat the flu this weekend.
Yeah, we've all been kind of struggling with that.
It's like the last tail end of it. For whatever reason, we're still dying.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I have like this gnarly cough that comes and goes every now and then.
It's like lingering. Every time I say lingering, I just think about my drill sergeant in basic training who yelled at this girl on crutches who
Ad
she
placement.
actually broke her hip or something and he called her a malingering fuck and that's like all I can think about. Anyways, what are we talking about today? Drugs. No, we're not talking
We're
about
not talking about
drugs.
drugs.
um
um, well, we're gonna go a little deeper. Maybe hurt some feelings. Maybe hurt our own feelings. Um, but talk about motivation and
Discipline and
discipline.
what being successful, how to be successful, how to get to that point. I'm going to open this with we have such big goals for ourselves, selves,
Selves.
well, in individual and
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
couple and as a family, that even though we are very successful right now, we're nowhere near where we want to be. And I mean, it's only up from here, right? But
Excuse me.
ew, I'm just kidding. All right, so let her rip, Flow Chicken.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll go straight into it with the question. Do people fail because they can't or because they won't do what it takes?
Um, okay, so I teach a social media strategy class, and the number one thing that I hit on and that I have the most questions on is consistency and strategy matters more than random posts, right? So if you're only posting when you feel like it, if you're posting randomly, you're going to get random results.
Yeah.
And social media is now the entire marketing industry. And I mean, we joke about how we backdoored our way into this industry, but we truly have the most amount of real life experience doing it, marketing our own organizations, partner organizations, brand deals that we've had, collabs that we've done prior to the positions and titles that we currently hold. I teach that your social media strategy, like you're treating social media like a business and not like a tool,
Yeah.
depending on, who I'm teaching the class to, right? I teach that if you're not going to do it, you're not going to be successful. And if you're not going to get with the times and study the algos, then you need to hire someone who will do it for you. Because as business owners, you can't do it all. We can't do it all.
No, it's a lot,
We
yeah.
do it for so many organizations right now, and we manage some college interns, and we have our own organization, and we manage the content for all of them,
Yeah.
for all of their platforms. And we have partnered with a couple, not a couple of CRMs. We're exclusive to one.
Yeah.
Shout out Mark. We love you. But we've partnered with a CRM to make it easier, and even still partnering with them, platform's great, love it. But sorry, I'm drinking an IPA and it's really bubbly, so if you just hear echoes of my burps, I apologize. Anyways, I teach that if you can't do it, then you need to hire someone who will. And in the meantime, until you can afford to hire someone who will, you need to teach yourself in order to be successful.
Yeah. So apart from social media though, like how does that play into like business and everyday life and strategy and whatever career you're in right now?
Okay, so everyday life, right? Since you've been home, I've gained 10 fucking pounds, and I keep talking about how I feel like a beluga whale. And
You look great.
I love you. But my thing is I know what I look like when I'm in the best shape of my life, and like I just want to be fucking yacked again, right? And I truly have the time to work out. I just haven't fucking done it. We have a home gym,
Yeah, in the garage.
and I just haven't done it. So, like, I'm failing in that aspect of life, you know,
Yeah.
because I will not do it. I have not done it. I have no motivation to do it, but if I just start doing it, the way my brain works is that like, oh, okay, I started, I can't stop. Like,
No, yeah,
because
I
then
get
I'm a
that. Yeah.
fucking loser. Like, only went to the gym once this week. I think it also comes down to individual mindset. Oh my gosh.
You're right.
I don't know. Okay. I think it also comes down to your own individual mindset. Like when we talked about this on the last podcast, I think, about how I was like, no, I needed a drill sergeant to like scream in my face
Yeah.
and like tell me to get things done.
And some
Anyways,
people need that.
yeah. And so I lack in the self discipline area. But once I start, I won't stop. And also, I exist out of spite. I love to prove people wrong.
Yeah.
And so, and I have a love hate relationship with being underestimated. And so, every time we're in these meetings and every time we're getting these like contracts and every time we're doing all this stuff, signing NDAs, all this stuff, I'm like, no, I know what that means. I'm
I'm not
not
dumb.
dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not dumb. You're not my first client. This is not my first rodeo. This is not my first partnership. This like I hold like a couple of different titles for all these different organizations plus the CEO of my own, okay? I would never operate like this. I'm not dumb.
Yeah.
And it really I don't know.
See, like I feel like for me though, like the self discipline sometimes sometimes it's hard for me to get going, but like once I get going, like I'm in it and like I'm doing the thing. I like get it done how I'm supposed to be doing. But like every now and then I get in this funk where I just don't want to do anything.
I think we're both very much creatures of habit. So like take a shot every time I say like and then punch me in the face every time I say it. Anyways, when you were in Korea,
Yeah.
we were in the gym every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day. And we
Yeah.
were lifting and we were in shape. We lost a bunch of weight. Neither one of us drank any sodas.
No.
When you came back for good, all of that went down the drain.
Yeah.
We were in a very high stress situation though, so we'll
We
give
were just
ourselves
like
some grace.
taking the comfort off each other and
Yeah.
just like yeah.
But I hit some crazy angry lifts when you were gone. And we have a home gym and limited weight, so
Yeah.
the fact that and I've never put more than like 145 on there when you're home.
Yeah.
You were gone and I was loading that bitch up. Leg day went crazy. And for some reason I was like hardly ever sore when you were gone.
It's because you're consistently working out.
Not for some reason I was consistent. Okay. I'm going to move on
Okay.
cuz I'm a yapper. Okay, so is success supposed to feel good all the time?
I think it can, but no. I don't think so. I think success sometimes is going to be stressful and tiring and depending on what your like idea of success is. But I think it can feel good all the time if you're in the right mindset. But if you're not in the right mindset, it's going to feel like you're overwhelmed, stressed, overworked, like you can't figure out what needs to come next. You know what I mean?
I'm going to like it 85% disagree with you.
Okay.
We started this with we're pretty successful, but we're nowhere near where we want to
Yeah.
be. Over the past 4 weeks, fuck, dude, we almost walked away from multiple organizations and like got into pissing matches with multiple people
Yeah.
because of the balance and all
Yeah.
kinds of
Just
things.
yeah.
It was a lot. We were overwhelmed, and our main argument is that you're still active duty. We have multiple other clients that we do this for, and we have 5 kids.
Yes.
You cannot expect to be top of our priority list all the time because realistically, you're not. There's a mosquito on our wall. Where's that a fly?
It's a moth.
It's a moth.
Little baby moth.
Ew. Anyways, so
But I mean,
we're getting all these great opportunities, right?
Yeah.
Shout out LA Fleet Week. We'll be there.
But I mean, like, take our stuff out of it and just
for other people. Everything I do is like my own experience. What
No,
do you
I know,
mean?
but,
I'm
like-
yapping on a couch about my experience. So generally,
yes,
right?
generally, yeah.
No, I don't think success should feel good all the time. One of our marketing directors is that man lives in a constant state of stress, and we are always trying to
Yeah.
reduce his stress. And he's holy shit, that guy is successful,
Yeah.
right? Dude's
He'll
like
be on the
peak, I
podcast
made
soon.
it. Yeah. I won't name drop him yet. But he like great guy, extremely successful, is where is one of our goals to hit, right? Like where he's at in life, that's one of our goals to hit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail because he's going to be on the pod, but dude's fucking crazy successful, has built all
Super
this
smart,
stuff.
yeah.
Fucking wildly intelligent in math and science, of all things.
Yeah, physics and
I'm mathematically
astrophysics.
challenged. He has like an honorary degree in like
2 honorary doctors. I
yeah,
think.
2 honorary doctorates in like astrophysics and like quantum dynamics or
Yeah,
something fucking crazy. Dude's incredibly intelligent, speaks really well, and he's really personable and just a good
dude, yeah.
Good dude. Overall, good dude. All of that said, as crazy successful as he is, dude lives in a constant state of stress.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
all the things he's accomplished. So no, like it's never supposed to feel good all the time. Also, if life feels good all the time, I want whatever the fuck you're on.
Yeah.
Because life in general just doesn't feel that way.
So I watch these people, and I forgot what his name is. He's a creator on TikTok, but he just goes around and interviews millionaires and billionaires. I sent you a few of his videos. Yeah. But like we started talking about this, and it just reminded me of like one of the questions he asked people, and like how do people balance like their work life and home life, and if they are truly happy. Ooh. And most of them say yes with the truly happy thing, because they're like, I started out with nothing, I did the thing, I worked super hard, and then now I'm just comfortably living life and enjoying life.
I think that comes down to the team you have supporting you too.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have the right people in your corner, it's going to go downhill fast.
Yeah, that's another thing they say too. Yeah. It's like they have to have a good company or like good team, and they can't, no one builds this career or they build that career, I guess, by themselves. They need people to help build them up and take them with them.
So our organization, my organization, right? It's ours, but mine, right? Yeah. My face is literally the logo. When we decided to register this as a nonprofit and take this to the next level and really like legitimize the group, there were only 2 people that I considered.
Yeah.
And they're the best fucking people to have on the board. And we grew so rapidly that when I was like, hey, we need to bring more people on.
Yeah.
We can't handle this. I thought of one person, everyone agreed. He sent me the most heartfelt message when I like reached out to her about it. I love the Mom Talk team, okay? But I have such a great team behind me that I can see us just being crazy successful, and all of our hearts are in this for the right reason,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't have anyone else backing this organization if I didn't believe that we were like doing it for the right reasons. And we've all like the basis for my organization and for holding any kind of title, stop, any kind of title in my organization, is that our friendships and our relationships and our real life will always come first
Yeah.
before any title or anything to do with Millspo Mom. I value you as a person and I value our friendship before I value any titles. And I think that ties directly into the being successful, because if you don't I hate the term employee
Yeah.
for that, but if you don't every
Your
4 seconds it's a random cough. If you
your
don't value
subordinates.
your team, if you don't value your team,
Yeah.
they're not going to value their positions. They're not going
No.
to value the work.
And like while you're dying over here. I think you do a very good job, like speaking specifically to Millsville Mom Talk, of like making sure that everybody feels valued and that their position matters and they're not just like a placeholder or they're not just someone you just randomly chose to do it. And even yeah, like it just everybody that is on the team feels good to be around and
They're over at our house. I have been promoted to auntie, which is the greatest honor for me. I love babies. I love other people's kids. Like love it, right? So like that sounded really creepy. I I love the relationships that we built, and turning them into working relationships can be really scary. And so I always I always prefaced with feel free to tell me to fuck off and absolutely not, because I value you more.
yeah.
And this group, this organization, it would not have grown to where it is without our team. And I stand by that
Not at all, yeah.
100%, because all of our connections, all of our relationships, we all support each other so much, and that is exactly what this organization was started on. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask this question and then I'm gonna answer it, okay?
Oh no.
What's something you know and you should be doing but you don't? Or but you avoid?
What?
For me it's content creating. Like I love doing it, but it's like I'm like so busy at work and stressed out that like
That's an excuse. Why do you avoid it?
I don't know. It's not I don't know. I think I'm in this weird area where I don't like for myself, right? I'm not gonna say organization, content creation, that's different. For myself, like I don't know right now what I want to create. And it's kind of hard to
I've
I had the idea and like I was going in the right way and then it just didn't feel right. And so I'm at this like standstill with myself of content creation. For me, Flow Chicken, like I don't
for your
know what I
personal
want to
account.
do. And I don't know which direction I want to do because I want to do all these things. Like I want to do more cinematography. I want to do more actual like content creation. And I love being the behind the scenes person, but I also like making content for myself.
Yeah.
So I just that's right now like my thing where I want to do, but I
Figure it out.
yeah.
Yeah. I have hit a couple of rough patches in content creation, that's for sure. Where we all know that my TikTok started on me talking shit about my unit and the army. And then, obviously, prior to meeting my husband, I was single, so I was posting a lot of thirst traps.
Yeah.
But there's no longevity in that. And so I was trying to figure out like what I wanted to do. I would post some like military vlogs, but I worked in a skiff, so I couldn't really do that. And then it just, I tried to get into gym content, but I wasn't. Well, actually, my body dysmorphia went crazy. I was pretty big, but I like jacked big, not like fat big. And that sounded really bad. I'm gonna get canceled for that. Whatever. Um. Anyways, I I have changed my niche. Niche?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 12,000 different times on TikTok, figuring out what I wanted to do. But you know what I always did? I always fucking posted.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I have cried and crashed out and lost my mind and like all kinds of different things on the internet.
I remember when you were getting out of the army and you were in this spot where you're like, I can't post Mill Talk anymore. Like, that's not like I'm not who. That's not
Because
me anymore.
for
I can't
2
do that.
years, I sat in my car in my uniform and I would talk about the army and I would talk about this and I would talk about that. Every day I would get ready on live. Like, get ready for work on live. Fuck, dude. If nothing else, I was consistent.
Yeah.
Like, and then I got out and what do I do with my hands? Right? And I genuinely didn't know what my content was going to become. I tried to do vlogs, I tried to do like homemaker content, and like I was super pregnant, so I tried to do some pregnancy content. It took me a minute to find my footing. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to post what I want to post, what I feel like posting.
Yeah.
And then that turned into a lot of mean girl shit because I had an op.
Yeah. You're kind of angry at that times.
I was really angry. I got grippy socked because of that person. Yo, fuck that bitch. Anyways, so it turned into like a lot of like petty audios, but I was going viral a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't like the direction my content was going. So then I tried to be the pouch girl. That wasn't working.
No.
Like, not at all. And then you left, and I switched into Millspo content, and unfortunately, that like really worked. Fortunately, but unfortunately, that like really worked. And I've never wanted to like punch me in the face every time I say like. I've never wanted to be in the Millspo online space because it's so fucking mean.
And toxic.
It's so mean. But I built my whole organization on the fact that the internet is mean and it really doesn't have to be.
No.
And I am no stranger to hate comments and ops and all of the things. I have been posted on when you hate military spouses, but you are a military spouse quite a few times.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I got booted from that group.
Did you?
Anyway, yeah. Anyways, and every single time I've gone up on there and been like, yeah, that's me. I said what I said. Like I might be cringy, I might be mean, but I am always authentic and I will always take accountability. And I'm really not mean unless unless you've earned it, right?
Yeah.
At my core, you're
very loving and caring and you have a big heart and you love helping people and you just want to be friends.
I just don't want anyone to feel the ways that I felt in the past. We were talking about this the other day where for the first time in a long time I'm in a really good spot, like mentally, emotionally, physically, even with as much work as we have with 5 kids, all of their activities and their social life and all of the events and things that we have coming up and even all of our stressors.
You're doing really good.
I'm coping and managing very well.
Yeah.
And
even when like things happen throughout the day and it's just those random days, you're not like harping on whatever situation it is. You like get over it right. Not say get over it right away, but you.
I allow myself to feel the feeling now instead of just trying to like suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah.
But that took a lot of untraining from getting out of the military,
Yeah.
and we've like super sidebarred, but I I really, cuz in the military it's like the big green weenie and you just take it and you embrace the suck, and that was not working for me when I got out. And so I mean, I went to therapy and I like did all these things and I worked on myself. And honestly, I think we have experienced the worst things that a parent can experience, and now it really can't get worse than that.
No.
And
Yeah.
uh, like
It's been a rough past
year.
year. Yeah.
Yeah. And we stayed faithful and we like did all of the right things, and we have tried really hard to take better care of ourselves for our kids, to set good mental health examples. And I grew up my entire life, we're super sidebarring. I'm so sorry.
It's all
My
right. It's good. It's
ADHD is
flowing.
like ripping here. I
Yeah.
grew up my entire life just knowing that my dead to me mom is batshit insane. I was like, this bitch is clinically insane my entire life. And she didn't get diagnosed until I was like 23 or 24. And I was like, I fucking knew I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
Yeah.
And then I got diagnosed because I never wanted my kids to guess if like I was that way.
Yeah.
And I am, but I'm taking care of it, unlike that person. Anyways, so we super sidebar. Stop. It's shaking and it bothers me. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Do responsibilities force you to be disciplined? Can I answer first since I ADHD?
If you want to,
Because
yeah.
I'm going to go off the rip and say absolutely the fuck not. No. We got 5 kids. Do you know how many responsibilities we got? At least 5. And
but like, I think it can be though. Like, I think some responsibilities can force you to be disciplined in certain things.
I think you're still institutionalized because you're still active duty. You literally go to jail if you don't show up to work, right? I got out. So this is the difference,
Yeah.
right? No loss, no gain, no harm, no foul, right? There are days where I can just sit on the couch until 3 p.m. and life
Yeah.
is fucking great. And you know what? None of our organizations or clients care. My organization isn't going to take a hit. I'm not losing money. I'm not like no loss, no gain, right? And I have obligations, NDAs, contracts, and responsibilities to all of those. I'm sitting on the couch until 3 p.m. I don't have to be disciplined. However, I choose to be because I have contracts and NDAs and clients, and my fucking wallet depends on it.
Yeah.
So, but
doesn't that tie into what we were talking about earlier about trying to play
do 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 do.
this
Those?
one, yeah. But like, does it tie back into should building the life you want feel hard? Because
I don't think we actually asked that question, but yes, it should. Nothing comes easy. Nothing good
No.
ever comes easy. Work fucking harder. I'm not sorry.
No, I
And when
completely
people,
agree though all the
I
time. Like,
I get DMs all the time about like, how do I get to where you're at? Like, I admire you and I want to do this and I want to do that. Like, how did you get into content creation? And I think everyone should do content creation. I preach it to everyone we meet, everyone who sits at our table. They get a free strategy class,
yeah.
right? But this didn't come easy. This was years in the making, years of consistency. And figuring it out on my own and just putting my whole life on the internet and taking the shot and it would miss and taking a shot and it would miss. And then the couple that would hit, ooh, I was ecstatic. I remember the days when I would be so excited that my views got over like 200. I thought I was a fucking star. And now I'm like, damn, I didn't even hit like 2,500.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm at 1,000. I've consistently not been at 1,000 for a week. What is the algo change? Let me do the research. Yellow font, by the way.
Like,
so I don't remember what the original question was or how it tied in. But so like so yes, I am responsible for my social media and how successful that will turn out and what it becomes. However, I don't have to be.
Yeah.
And I've always said that if it went away tomorrow, I'm good, I'm done. I would not create a new account. I would not start from fresh. I would not be like, oh my God, my account got deleted. Because one, social media is a privilege, right? Having access to the internet and the world is a privilege, and having a platform is a privilege. So if I got deplatformed in 40 seconds, damn, that sucks. That sucks really hard because I worked 4 years towards that. 4 years? 2021? 5 years towards that.
5 years.
Like, but it's not the end of the world. And I know that I can be successful, and I have started over and over and over again. And no matter what I decide to do, I'm going to be good at it and I'm going to be successful because that's my mindset. So if I got deplatformed right now, okay, I'll figure it out. It all comes down to mindset.
Yeah.
I don't care, work harder.
But that goes back to the discipline, right? Like,
yeah, but I don't think I was disciplined when I was posting for the past 5 years. I think I just enjoyed content creation.
Yeah.
And I've never I've never felt a sense of obligation to post for my platform, right?
Yeah.
I post because I enjoy posting and I enjoy sharing my life, and that is always how it will be.
So like for me, I started posting like video game content, right? I got my first like 1,500 followers really fast actually, on video game content, just Call of Duty, just me hanging out with friends, Valorant. Yeah, like that was what I did, and I enjoyed doing it, and I enjoyed streaming, and I enjoyed playing all that stuff, and I just didn't know where to.
Sally, I'm gonna touch you.
I just didn't know where to take it, right? Because as much as I enjoyed playing video games, I didn't enjoy streaming as much.
But you've always wanted to be a content creator in some aspect.
Yeah,
You've always enjoyed cinematography in all forms.
I've always wanted to. Ever
yeah.
since, I don't know, maybe past like 10 years ago, I started wanting to like vlog, and I bought stuff to vlog and never did anything with it. And
yeah, I know I used your gimbal and I didn't like it, so then I made you get me a tripod, and then I didn't like that one, so then we got new ones, and then I didn't like the first. Actually, I really liked the first ring light, but you got me a better one. So then we've just consistently upgraded, but now we've consistently upgraded because we've consistently got better at content creation. So
yeah, but like
we gifted our neighbor Jill one of our tripods, and a ring light.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm thinking about doing this, and I was like, here's some cute cheap mics for you to start out with. Don't spend $1 bajillion like we did, like while you're getting comfortable. Start with these cute pink mics.
Yeah.
Here's a good tripod. Here's a good ring light. Get comfortable doing this. Because I'm not going to be the only one posting content for the organization.
But like I've
But they've done
always,
great, actually.
I've always wanted to, and I've always done it.
Sidebar for after podcast, not podcast.
Yeah, I've
Anyway,
always
sorry.
like
Can you guys let us know in the comments if you could just hear it's not colors, what's it called?
apps.
Taps in the background. That's how late we film these podcasts, by the way.
Yeah,
You've
but
always wanted to do content creation past 10 years. Sorry, I keep cutting you off and I don't mean to.
yeah, I've always wanted to, and I've always tried to start doing it, right? And I've had the motivation to do it, and honestly, I'm very naturally good at it. And not to like hype myself, but I am very naturally good at it, and I enjoy doing it. It's one of like the things I actually enjoy doing outside of the army and you, but like
I pitch you as like my videographer, right?
Yeah.
So we come as a package deal. One, because our business is a package deal. You don't get one without the other. But everyone thinks they're setting a meeting with just me. And then they think they can play me like a drum. And one, I'm not dumb. But two, I don't do like half, well, on my TikToks I do all of my own editing because I like a particular style. But all of the good shit that gets putting out,
put out.
Putin. Anyways, all of the good shit that gets put out is not me ever. It is always you. And so they're like, well, why are we hiring both of you? What do we get with the team? Well, one, this motherfucker creates everything. And you're hiring me for video content creation and for content creator sponsorship. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm the strategy. He's the creator. I'm the content creator. He's the creator. He's the videographer. He's that guy. I don't know shit about fuck about. I'm just chill guy. I don't know shit about fuck about real editing and cinematography and like sorry, excuse me, and being a videographer. I know how to sell ice to an Eskimo and I can make promotional content and I can be the face of any brand or organization happily.
Let's sidebar there real quick because you are very good at sales. Like anything you really could sell ice to an Eskimo. Like, and it's not even like because I'm your husband. Like you are actually just naturally good at selling things.
You want to know the secret?
What?
I used to be in real estate.
No, I know. You used to do real estate and you did furniture sales and you've done sales before, right? But you're just naturally good at like seeing something, and even if it's not even your own, right? You see it and you like, hey, over there, you could use this product.
I don't know how to explain this. I recommended our friend for an incredible opportunity to our other friend.
Yeah.
Right? Networking for me is also my bread and butter.
Yeah, you're natural.
I can talk to anyone and maybe not even for myself. I'll find you someone that fits that position and I will solve your problem.
Yeah.
And
all these events that we go to, okay, every event we go together, here's Nieves going running around, just me following her around, and she's talking to every single person.
But that's how I've met so many people to
and you're good at it though.
And they're always.
And the funny thing is about it is that you're like, I hate people.
Because I do. I leave these events. We go to so many networking events. Yeah. We go to so many events. We host so many events. I leave these events and I'm drained.
Yeah.
And it takes it all out of me. We came home from an event the other day that I would say was mildly successful. And I sat on the couch for 2 hours and did nothing afterwards. Yeah. You took a nap on top of me.
Yeah.
And you didn't even do the networking part.
I just watched the kids.
Yeah, you had to watch the kids. And so but it's exhausting, mentally, socially. And so as good as I am at networking, I've clearly gotten into rooms that motherfucker, I've clear I've clearly gotten into rooms that I felt like I've had absolutely no business in. And you've had to physically hold my face and be like, you were literally invited. And all this stuff, in tears, about to have a panic attack about, I don't know why I'm here. Turned out to be the best thing for me. However, I'm really personable. I can sell ice to an Eskimo. Those are learned and refined skills.
Yeah.
Not because I wanted to, but because a bitch had bills to pay. So, and now, right? That's not motivation. That is discipline.
Yeah.
I had to get better at my natural skills and put myself in uncomfortable situations, and not necessarily uncomfortable situations, just situations that I felt like I might not perform my best in, and show up and show out and represent myself and my husband and my family, and walk out of it with a couple of partnerships.
Yeah.
And opportunities. And I shook hands with some crazy important people.
Yeah.
And had some crazy conversations with them. I was playing not skee ball. Shuffleboard. I was playing shuffleboard with CEOs and ripping shots with CEOs. And I was texting you, I don't belong here. And you're like, no, you absolutely do.
Yeah.
Bro, are you sure? And now I think we talked about this on our podcast with Jill, but a lot of my confidence is faked. And then after that, after a couple of reps and sets, it becomes real. So now I'm able to walk into these spaces and be like, this is who I am. This is what I can offer. This is what I can do. And if I can't solve your problem, I know at least 10 people who can.
Yeah. So, like, when I was recruiting, right? Because for those of you that don't know, I recruited for the Army. Okay. But
and he looked delicious doing it.
But
I didn't even
the one
know
thing the one thing I did not like doing, which is like where USAREC and like recruiting preaches that like this is where you get your bread and butter, is in the high schools, right? I hated it. Like I'd sit at my table and I would sit there and talk to kids, right? And I was good at it. I was good at talking to kids and like selling in the Army, whatever, right? But I remember my first like big event. We did the esports convention, and we had this. I was excited because I was like really big into gaming and streaming, right? So I was like, yeah, this is gonna be cool. The event was but like it was their first one, so whatever. But I set up this giant table, right? Huge table. We had this giant space. We had huge semi next to us. Like the entire like we brought the whole thing, right. The entire event was us basically and random boosts. But I remember the first time I was there because I did it 3 years in a row. But I was like nervous, but once I started like talking to like all these random dudes and random people like gamers, because I connected with them because I was a gamer at the time, and it just was so natural and so easy to spread the word of the Army, you know. um in that aspect. But I find when I'm in places that I actually want to be, or in places that I want to be, or I see myself, like I inject myself into those places, I do better than places that I'm like have to be at.
Yeah, I can see that. Actually, I can see that, especially in a lot of our own experiences or shared experiences. So you were really successful at that. Do you think people just want success, or do you think people want real success, or do you think they want the perception of it? Like honestly, a highlight reel on Instagram.
No, honestly, I think people just want the perception. most people don't have the determination and the drive to actually do what it takes to be successful in quotes, right? And like, but I think success, like I said in the beginning, success means so many different things to so many different people. Like, like I want to be successful with my family. As long as my family's happy, I feel successful, right? But that does not mean I'm entirely successful because I have these goals in business and financial and all this stuff, right? Yeah,
My goals are very different because I'm a content creator.
yeah,
And so we've never erased that whiteboard, but I wrote down that I wanted to hit, I think the whiteboard says 50K, but you say 100K.
yeah. Because
That by the end of this year, I want to hit 50K on TikTok. I want to grow all of my platforms. I wanted to be invited to podcasts. I wanted to, oh my gosh, I have the burps. IPAs are really bubbly. I wanted to be invited to podcasts. I wanted to be invited to events, and I've more than accomplished all of that in the first month of this
yeah,
year, minus the 50K. But
but you
my
said
account
50K, and I was like, no, you're doing 100K this year.
but my account has grown by, is at like 20,000 at the beginning of this year. So almost 3,000 followers in 4 months,
Yeah,
which that takes the discipline in order to do that.
I think there's
But
a like,
I also think there's a common misconception, right? Everyone posts that like social media is fake now, and it really is, right? We have been on our deathbeds and still posting, but I think we're really good at I think
yeah,
because both of us post like our real life and what's going on and when
very
we're struggling.
authentic.
We're really good at being authentic creators, and we've built our platform on that. Oh no, it's reconnecting. It says it's still recording. Do 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 do. The app is connecting to the servers. I don't know if I should keep talking. Do 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 do. Should we keep yapping?